my God, is that the Faces of the Future? Welcome to an all new episode of the Faces of the Future podcast. It's your boy Mills. I'm sitting here with none other than the one and only Marcus Ariah. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? Chilling, cool shit.
Yeah. How was your drive down from New Jersey?
It was good, bro. It was smooth. You know what I mean? Played some nice little R&B and shit on the
Yeah.
way here. You know what I mean? With the family and shit. Everything was good though.
Is that more your bag though, like R&B, or are you more of a hip hop head? Because you know you're a rapper, but or do you listen to more R&B when you're not making music?
I listen to more R&B. I ain't gonna hold you. R&B and like old school 80s music and shit like that. You feel me? Some and 70s and all that. I listen to like Anita Baker, Elder Barge, all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Shit that like could calm my mind. You know what I mean?
What is a testament to that? Like, why is it like that? Why do you listen to more like stuff that calms your mind? Is it because of like the way the world is, what you grew up on, or what is that about?
Yeah, it's really how the world is and shit. It's just like everything is always so fast paced and everything up top North Jersey and shit. So it just be like I want to sometimes get away from all the rah shit. You know what I mean? Like I listen to I definitely listen to hip hop, but it's gonna be more of like niggas that's like Nas and the J's and all that shit. Niggas that's like talking about something, telling stories and all that shit with some type of soulful, instrumentation or something in the background or whatever. But yeah, I try to stay away from like the hard, super hard rap shit just because it's like I walk outside, see that shit every day. You feel me? So I just be wanting to be calm, and then I'll be with my lady and my daughter and shit. You feel me? We just trying to just keep it chill.
Do you think like because we talk about this all the time on the pod, like the stuff you listen to on a regular kind of like reflecting like an energy in terms of like it kind of like come out in life, that type of thing. Like if you on some listening to that rah stuff all the time, that's the type of stuff you're gonna attract in like the day to day.
Yeah, 100%. Like you could just think about like when 50 Cent came out on some shit, niggas was just G-Unit. What? Like niggas was like it amped niggas up on some shit, so it make you want to go do something. You feel me? I feel like the same thing with all of the drill music and all that shit. It could possibly entice those feelings and that energy, you know what I mean? And I feel like it take like a strong mind to just be able to listen to it and let it pass right after type shit.
Nah, definitely. Me? So tell me what it was like growing up like in Newark, because like we're from Jersey, we're from South Jersey though, word. So it's two totally different worlds. And we tell people that all the time. Like down here, it's a lot slower. We got the city, we got Philly that's right across the bridge, but like it's more of like rural, like suburban type vibes. You have Camden, but most of the places aren't like city vibes. So what was it like growing up in Newark, being right next to like a big city like New York, things of that nature?
Yeah. Nah, it was cool, bro. Like, I grew up like I'm like a mutt. So I grew up in a whole bunch of different cities throughout Essex County. So to be like Newark, East Orange, Bloomfield. So it's like seen the good and the bad type shit. You feel me? And it's it was cool, bro. Like I feel like with Newark, it's a bad like a bad stigma to it. From, I guess the outside looking in on some shit. But I mean, it's beautiful, you know what I mean? You got the murals, you got good people, it's a lot of good communities out there and shit like that in the city. And, I just want to shine light on more the positive side rather than just like straight, violence that may go on and all that type shit. It's other things outside of that could get some light shined on to it.
Why do you think like things like that don't get like highlighted the good side? Because you guys got one outside of just talent, like you said, like the art, whether it's artists, whether it's athletes, whatever. Like Newark's known for like a lot of good stuff coming, even North Jersey in general. Like you said, Essex County. So
I feel like it may be like that because I don't know. I think the industry, the music industry, or just in entertainment in general, they want to shine. Like when it comes to our people, black people, on some shit, they want to shine the bad side of things of our people when we got so much more outside of just guns, drugs, and violence and all that type of shit. There's way more to us, way more depth to us than just that. But since I feel like, the majority of, I guess, the country is something that's not part of that, they feel so, I guess they're intrigued by it. So they want to shine light on just that and get niggas and it's some trouble and all that shit. They want to see it because it's exciting, I guess. You know what I mean? All the way to, I feel like the Jersey mob times on some shit. You know what I mean? The crime scenes and everybody, like when you was a criminal, you was a fucking celebrity back in the day. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know. I just look at things like a little bit differently than everybody else. So I just be wanting to shine light on other shit that be going on. You know
For
what I
sure,
mean?
for sure. You say you was moving around a lot, like growing up.
Yeah.
Was music like an outlet because of that, or like
Yeah.
how'd you fall into like the music lane?
Yeah, it was definitely an outlet. Seeing different things because I would deal with people, you know, like I guess like street shit or
Right.
also racism and all that type of shit that went on. But it definitely gave me an outlet because a lot of shit was going on inside my home or
Yeah.
whatever. So I started off with like poetry and all that type shit, and like also even singing like before I was even rapping.
Yeah.
And I was just kicking it one day with me and with my brothers in the basement and some shit at my mother crib, and we was like, well, we was freestyling, just playing around, and I'm like, damn, I actually kind of like this shit. You
Right.
feel me? So from there, I started taking that serious and like making it like, yo, I feel like this shit can allow me to it can allow me to really get things off my chest that I need so that I don't go crazy because the shit type therapeutic for me, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And the things that was going on at home and everything, it was just like, I had guidance counselors at my school saying that I was angry and shit like that, telling a 15-year-old kid that, and I don't even really know why. And it's just like the music allowed me to, I guess, let some of that anger out. You feel
Why
me?
do you think like you said like the teachers were telling you like kicking you out of class and stuff like that, or was
I
it
mean,
just like
high school, I was getting into a lot of trouble
okay,
as far as school goes and shit. But I was essentially, a good kid. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I wasn't bugging too crazy. I
right,
got into some trouble and all that type shit or
yeah.
whatever. But I eventually ended up getting my head clear and understanding how the world works and shit like that, and found a way to like find a purpose on some shit. You know
Nah,
what I mean?
definitely. Like, and I hear that a lot. I hear a lot of stories like that when it comes to just like people are navigating. Obviously, like some people get in trouble when they coming up. Like that's part of growing up, just
Mm-hmm.
figuring out yourself, especially about your circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And I say all the time, it's like, especially you say you're 15, 16, it's like you still a kid at the time.
Right.
So it's like obviously you're gonna bump your head and stuff. It's like I don't
Right.
think teachers or people of higher authority should like kind of stigmatize you, kind of how you said you were doing, because it's like look how you turned out now. You doing
Right.
great. You a family
Right.
man.
Right.
A father, all that stuff.
Right.
So I hear where you coming from with that.
Yeah. That's what it's about, bro. Because I feel like for the most part, I mean, a lot of times, you see kids go down the wrong path and shit, but but I don't think I don't think the world should just shine light on those kids that just only went down the wrong path,
Yeah.
and then just say that this whole crowd of people is all fucked up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or this whole race of people is all fucked up when it's
Yeah.
like, yo, you got niggas that end up doing all right, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And taking care of the shit they need to take care of, you know what I mean? Because the end all be all for me is family, you feel
Yeah.
me? So I don't really like, a lot of things don't really intrigue me like that, how they might have used to.
No, definitely, and I hear that I hear that in your music a lot.
Yeah.
In terms of like just the aspect of what you're talking on. Do you think it's important for you to like, I guess I won't call it preaching, but like talk about that message through your music to your listeners?
Yeah, I think it's important because I think it could be refreshing from all the shit that we hear out that is pushed now.
Right.
I don't think I don't think they're gonna push necessarily my type of music unless it's like I don't know. I gotta have hits.
Yeah.
I gotta have hits in order for them to like push something. You know what I
Right.
mean? They're not gonna push something like Thankless Job or Stay Down because it's like I feel like the hood gonna feel it,
Yeah.
but it ain't gonna get to everybody that it may, need to
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know how it works. I ain't gonna hold you.
I feel you with that. Like I feel
Nah.
because we have these conversations all the time
Yeah.
about like how there's artists that really make music that needs to be heard that'll
Yeah.
hit people's frequency if it just
Right.
gets out to the right people.
Right.
But like you said, the labels or the radios or whatever
Yeah.
it is, they only gonna push certain narratives because they want us as black people, whatever it may be, to be looked at a certain way. So
Right.
now I feel you coming from with that.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, shit, like, bro, keep it funky with you. Like, I feel like, having a family and shit and like being there with your kids and wifey and your mom's healthy and your sister good,
Yeah.
all that shit. I feel like I made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't even worry about like if worst come to worst, something don't happen with the music and
Right.
everything. I feel like I'm good regardless. You know what I mean? I'm in a good space to where like I'm blessed. You know what I mean? That's really all I need to keep going. I don't I don't care about a lot of shit. You know what I mean? That has no true value. When you die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Type shit. But if the music can get to people, enough people where, can get a message across, then I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Whether it be one person or a million. You know what I mean?
Right. So the first record I heard from you ever was called My Moment. And I think that's one of your most versatile records. So it shows your ability to like sing. Obviously, you're rapping on there, that type of thing. So take me back to that time when you was making that record. Like, what headspace were you in? Where were you at in like your time in life when you were creating that?
Yeah, I'm in the same headspace that I'm in a lot. Like, cause I'm just such a big thinker. I'm always thinking all the time on some shit. And one of the homies is named Dan Battle. He was like, yo, you always gotta get something off your chest type shit. You feel me? Because we was having a conversation like, yo, I'm about to write some shit where I feel like I get something off my chest. Da, da, da. And that's just basically the space that I feel like I've been in from the age of 17 till now. You know what I mean? Just getting things off because I'm in my head so much that, like, I'm always worried about something or I don't know. It's just that space that I was in, I feel like it was my moment, my time to kind of stop thinking so much and just put shit out to where it's like, yo, I understand life now type shit, you know what I mean? And life is gonna happen and you just gotta go through things and move on from them type shit, you know what I mean?
When you say you were thinking, like, were you overanalyzing yourself? Like, what do you mean by that? Talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, I overanalyze a lot, and a lot of times I don't even show it. Like, I just keep it all to myself. I keep it all inside. So, like I'm one of those people that, like, sometimes I could let shit fly until that shit just explode type shit. You know what I mean? And I mean, although it's not a good thing, I'm able to put it through my music to kind of, like, it's been times where I've wrote some shit and I've dropped a tear, or I wrote something and then recorded it, and I'm like, damn, this shit finally off my back. You know what I mean? Type shit. So I do overanalyze things. I'm always thinking in my head. I feel like it comes from possibly growing up having a lack of confidence, you know what I mean, on some shit, and trying to find a way to build my confidence up, you know what I mean? I guess constantly trying to look for some type of reassurance or something like that, you know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the exact answer to it, you feel me? But I think that's where it's kind of coming from.
And you said you had to build up your confidence. Like, what helped you do that? Like, did it come quickly, or was it like over time? Like, what was the thing? Or it doesn't have to be one thing, but like, did like something happen? It was like, yo, all right, I need to stop worrying about this so much. That helped you like get on that track to build up, or what?
Well, I mean, keep it funky with you. I'm still working on my shit. A lot of times I could look like I'm confident in something and I just got a mask on. You feel me? Where it's like I on the inside, I'm like, yo, I'm shaking on the inside. But with my actions and my facial features and my movement would show, like, man, this nigga really feeling himself. He knows something. But I'm just doing it because it's just like, yo, I gotta, like, I'm like battling myself inside type shit. You know, I'm fighting like, nigga, don't trip. Don't trip. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, I'm tripping. You know what I mean? So I think it's like, you know, I got I got two sides of myself playing tug of war with each other, you know what I mean? And but I'm slowly getting better with confidence. I think what's helping with my confidence more is my family, bro. You know what I mean? To come down to that, to the point where it's like, yo, I don't care about much but taking care of them, you know, and going and moving through the future with my brothers and shit like that, you know what I mean? And making sure everybody else is good around me type shit, you know. I think that's what, you know, helps with my confidence. And then walking in the crib and seeing my daughter smiling, running up to me saying daddy and all that, you know what I mean? So I think that type of shit helps.
Is there any like added pressure with that too? Like, especially like because at this point in your stage of career, like as an artist, like you have eyes on you now. You feel me? Like you've been played on like some of the biggest hip hop platforms, things of that nature. Like, do you feel added pressure like having like now that you have a daughter, you know she's looking up to you. You're in the limelight when it comes to your music. You're getting buzz now, that type of stuff. Like, is there added pressure? I know there's a good side to it, but do you feel like there's a side to that as well?
Nah, I mean, maybe there is. I haven't really felt the pressure yet, because, like, my daughter, she gonna take me for whatever I am. You know what I mean? So I'm not really I don't really feel too much pressure, and also too like just the fact of how that like she is and my lady is. They always like. I know that if I stop making music today, they're not gonna like switch up on me.
That's
you
good.
know what I
That's
mean?
good.
Like
Yeah.
they ain't gonna like. They not gonna be on some shit like, oh nah, my lady ain't gonna be like, yo, I ain't gonna fuck with you no more because you ain't making no music. Nah, she gonna be like, all right, well, we gonna find something else to do on some shit. You know what I mean? Or you gonna find something else to do. You know what I mean? Which I am. I'm always gonna figure it out. I always been that type of guy. No matter what. That's why I'm big on like doing everything yourself. Like how y'all setting up the podcast and everything. DIY is my thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't feel like it's too much pressure because whatever God got planned for me is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get into that mindset too.
Yeah.
Like it's like at the end of the day, like you only control what you control. So
Right,
it's like,
right.
and I think that probably plays a part into like, I know it plays a part in mine when I'm overanalyzing. So it probably plays a part in yours sometimes too. It's just like sometimes you like you say, you're doing it yourself. So you know you're putting that time and you're putting them hours in.
Yeah.
So it's like you want it to be as good or received as good as possible. So I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So you said about the mask part. I'm interested in that. You said like sometimes you put on a mask, like because if I didn't listen to the music, I wouldn't know like you go through certain things. Because like you said, if you go to your IG page, you go whatever, listen to your music, and just see you outside of listening to the actual lyrics, I wouldn't think you were sometimes nervous about things because you have that like braggadocious style or like confident style. You have that aura around you with your music. So I mean, how is it like juggling that consistently?
Yeah. Well,
like,
because I know that I could actually spit, like I'm confident in the skill itself, like actually being able to rap. I know I could rap, you know, but it's like, although I can rap, something inside me be like, yo, you know, you ain't good enough, type shit. You know what I mean? And it's and I guess it's because I've been doing it for so long. And I feel like this is just a battle that a lot of artists, not even just artists, like it could be corporate workers, it could be basketball players, it could be whatever, like, you know, niggas is just, or even niggas in the streets, like, I'm just not good enough to get to where you want to be, to whatever goal you have set on some shit. And I think that's just something that I deal with as far as confidence, because I feel like if I was had a little more confidence, then I'd be like, man, fuck that, I'm gonna still do it anyway.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm still that nigga. But then there is a side inside of me that's like that too.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's what I mean by that tug of war, where it's like I'm battling one side of me saying you ain't going, you just need to stop, and then the other side like, bro, just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep at it. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it's a normal battle of just being a man at the end of the day too. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we go so hard and shit like that, and we feel like we want to quit, but then it's just like, but I gotta take care of this. I gotta take care of that.
Right.
So I have no option but to keep moving forward no matter what. You know what I mean? And quitting is just like, you can't quit, man. That like, keep moving forward is what builds your character. When you quit, like, you know, as cliche as it sounds, that's the easiest thing
Definitely
to do.
is.
You know what I mean?
Because people say all the time too, it's like if you're doing something for so long, if you quit, it's like you closer to maybe your goal than you are to where you fucking started. So why would you stop now at the end of the day? Especially if you're going on for like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Like that point, like I feel as though on my side, it's like it doesn't even make sense to quit.
Right.
Like we're so far from the starting point. Like that next thing you put out or that next thing could be the thing that puts you over the edge. You're never gonna know.
100%. Right up.
So when it comes to like Mask Up 1, Mask Up Volume 2, like does that have any part into like you talking about the mask at all, or did that play a part in that title? Now I'm thinking about it because I never put it about that way. Like,
I didn't actually, but that's a good
because like I'm over here thinking like did that have any type of like meaning to what the Mask Up, because it could tie in, because some of your songs it tied into what you was talking about.
Yeah, you're right. But initially that's not what I was thinking. Right now, I mean, we might have to throw that in there. Yeah. But really, Mask Up was just because of COVID for real. So it was just like, yo, we might have just put the Mask Up shit, see if it goes or whatever. And I think the one song that went from the first one was Pretend.
Yeah, Pretend was out.
Yeah, and then yeah, it just kept, I don't know, bro, just kept going at it. But after Mask Up 3, I'm like, man, I'm about to retire this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not about to keep going doing more. So I got to come up with something else. And yeah, it came with God's will. And now I just got to keep trying to just keep dropping shit. You know what I mean?
like when artists do that though. I
Yeah.
like when artists have like the little collections of like
Right,
it's like a trilogy or like they do two of them, that type
Yeah,
of thing, because
yeah.
like it's almost like it's its own like pocket or catalog or its own universe of
True,
music within
true.
the own artists and stuff like
True,
that.
yeah.
Which one did you like the best out of the ones that you made, or which one was received the best?
I think I like 3 the best as far as musically, but I think 2 might have been received the best.
Two had like Demon Time and all that stuff on there.
Yeah, we had Demons. Demons was on 3.
3. That's the one with the pregnant belly and all.
Yeah.
3 was hard. 3 was hard.
3 was hard. Yeah, 2 was with Slander and a few other songs. But the thing with 2 was we had like we did like a whole thing with it. Like I did a live show on Instagram type shit. I did me and my lady made and my brother Mo, we made a art gallery for the project, sold merch and all that. So it was like a whole thing with 2. And then that was a good year because right after that, I was either after that or before, I'm not sure, but me and College did Time's Up, and that whole time was just a good time.
Right.
You feel me? But yeah, bro, I think Mask Up 3 is probably my favorite.
Yeah, I like that project a lot, bro.
But my moment might be one of my favorite, like top 2 out of those.
My Moment, the record?
Yeah.
I think that's your best record.
Yeah,
personally, that shit hard, bro. That shit's hard.
That's one of my favorites.
That
too.
or Thankless Job, those are 2 records that I like a lot from you.
Appreciate that, bro.
You talked about college, your college. Like, tell me about your relationship. Like, you have a couple records, right?
Yeah. That's my dog.
The latest project too.
Yeah. That's my dog. College is my dog. He how we linked up was basically through we actually linked up like years ago. Me and my brother Lays. I'm not sure if you know Lays Cartel.
The name sounds familiar.
He from Newark too, and me and him, we were working in a kind of like a collective. It's called Brick City Cartel. But me and Lays came up. We had went to Institute of Audio Research together in New York and then we just clicked up because he was also from North Newark too, and we knew a lot of the same people and shit. So me and Lays went to an event with Yanni, Yan Sneed. And
I know Yan Sneed.
Yeah. And she had something like a collective artist thing when niggas was just rapping, like a cypher type style. And College was there too. And that's when me and College kind of got in tune with each other. And then eventually Sif Sav was throwing events and Goodfellas was throwing events. And me and College was like, yo, bro, it's about that time. Like niggas gotta work. You know what I mean? And ever since then, niggas was just locked in. He would come up top. We had a studio in Elizabeth. He would come up top to record, and we was just knocking shit out. Like, it was so easy. You know what I mean? And I feel like College is one of those guys that like you having College on the record is scary.
Yeah.
The way he spit. Like, that nigga's a beast. You know what I mean? So it's just, I like rapping with people like that because they so talented. You know what I mean? And anybody that could hop on something with College is like, you better come with some heat because he about to talk some shit. You know what I mean? He gonna have to flow and anything with it. So I feel like I also have fun. You know what I'm saying? With working with College, and ever since then, niggas just been locked in.
What's your creative process like? When you go into the studio, or say you in a session with an artist like College, or you by yourself, like what's your process like writing a record or creating a record?
Well, when me and College was in there, we would just go through beats and shit, and here I'd be like, yo, let's do that one, or I'll be like, let's do that, and he just sit on the couch, I sit on the chair, lean back, just start writing. Just start writing simple shit, you know what I mean? And we just come up with some quick shit on some, like, I hear him mumbling in the back, he hear me mumbling in the front, and we like, oh yeah, we just vibing, about to go crazy, you feel me? And that's the same way I really, that's the same process that I have when I'm by myself on some shit. Now, luckily, I just get to record at home. I built a studio at home or whatever, so I just put the headphones on for real, and usually the beat talk for itself.
Right.
And bro, I just write whatever I'm feeling, like, depending on what the beat is. If it's a beat that I like, that's super, like, for instance, Thankless Job.
Right.
I was really feeling that shit, like, heavy, And I'm like, damn, I gotta say something crazy on this. I gotta say some real shit. And so I just put down some shit, some thoughts that I was having or whatever, and then I had something like Mark Zuckerberg, some jumpy shit. I gotta talk some fly shit. You know what I mean?
Mark Zuckerberg
shit
right there,
like
boy.
that.
Y'all slid on that joint.
Word.
That's what it was, bro. You played it on the pod a couple times. Yeah.
That's love.
That's real solid.
Word.
Like being in the New York area, do you feel like you have to go to New York to try to like make it out in the music industry? Like,
maybe, bro. Maybe that's the way. I don't know, cause I haven't tried it. You know what I mean? I feel like now the type of time I'm on as an artist is I'm trying just different shit. So I definitely gotta try New York. I tap into LA a lot. You know, I've been trying to build some a network out there. You know, cause I got brothers out there and shit too that I link up with or whatever. And like my bro Third Eye Raz, he's out there with he's connected with mad people and shit. So I try to like run around with him or run around with a few different people. And my brother Love, man, Sui is out there. He's also from Jersey and shit. It's a few niggas that went from Jersey to LA and built, you know, they're really building their own name out there, their own network and shit. So basically, bro, I feel like to answer your question about New York, that might be a way to go. But I'm also, you know, trying to tap in with LA as well. And I think it's because Jersey's music scene, we got a lot of rappers. I don't feel like we have a lot of enough maybe platforms like this, you know, or platforms that like management style type platforms, labels and things, people that could really pull strings. I think that maybe there are people that pull strings in Jersey 100%. But they kind of like low key.
Yeah, you don't really know.
Bust their moves. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. It's like if you know type shit. But out there, like LA, you could just go to RCA Records or whatever the case may be. In New York, you could walk right to Sony Records. You know what I mean? I don't think we have that really in Jersey. So
not that I know off the top of my head.
Yeah. So to answer your question though, most likely. Only thing is in New York is just so oversaturated with rappers and also rappers like myself that talk about real shit that's going on and not just drill. But then you got niggas that's just doing drill. So it's a million niggas out there and you know, you got all the girls out there that's making noise and shit. It's just like to slip through the cracks in New York, being from New Jersey. Niggas like, man, we from New York, nigga. We taking care of New York, nigga. Not worried about no Jersey niggas, you know what I mean? So it's just, I feel like Jersey artists just gotta be a lot more smarter with moving in order to get their shit out there rather than like our shit is just based on kind of like we gotta get lucky. You know what I mean? But word.
With that, like being said, because you're independent, right? Completely independent. Yeah. So like with that, like, do you see how like TikTok's trending, like with artists popping on that? Do you ever fall into the trap or the mindset like, yo, I gotta put my stuff on there, follow what they're doing to get popping? Like
100%. I'm on TikTok right now. Trying shit. Hell yeah. I ain't gotta feel me. I got to, cause that's just what it is. But you know, I gotta do it in my own way on some shit where like, I'm not about to be on TikTok shaking no ass and shit. You feel me? Like, that ain't my style. Like, you know what I mean? It gotta be regular. Like, you know, it gotta still be me.
That's fact.
You know,
so gotta catch you doing the wild dances.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. I might have fun with my lady and shit like that.
For sure.
Little calm shit, but it ain't like I can't be out here, you know, stepping like. It's different between stepping out of your comfort zone and doing the most. You know what I mean? I'm not about to be out here doing the most and shit, but. Yeah, word. I'm definitely tapped into TikTok, still trying to figure out how to get that shit busting, cause nigga, it's hard to go viral on that.
It's
shit.
hard.
Oh, dude.
And I feel like chasing virality or whatever you want to call it is like people fall into that trap. It's like you almost get away from your craft doing that. Trying to chase a viral moment because it's like you don't. I think that you really don't know what's gonna hit.
Right. So yeah, when you chase a viral moment, I feel like you're gonna start doing the hit chasing thing. And then now. You start making music that's like just kind of cheesy in a sense, or just not you. You feel me?
You ever catch yourself doing that?
Yeah, I did that. I feel like I did that once. I did it with I did it with this. I mean, people like it. Niggas told me like, yo, I think that shit was hard. But I did that with this joint I had called Henny Dance, and that was a lot for me. When I did that shit.
You said it was a lot? Why was it a lot?
Cause I was just like, I mean, when I was doing it, I'm like, yo, I'm like, nah, I think this shit could go. You feel me? Got to make a dance and shit. And I was one of them niggas doing them dances, shit like that. You feel me? But then I'm like, yo, after a while, because people was fucking with it and everything. But then it'd be like, yo, do people just fuck with me as a person, or do they actually like the song?
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? So, after a while, after years go down, I'm like, yo, I will have sometimes like a DJ play the record or whatever, and I'll just be like, damn, I put my head down like, damn, because personally don't like the song, but a few other people, they like, bro, this shit hard, you know?
Yeah.
So I was just at another interview, and they was telling me, like, you know, sometimes it'd be songs that we don't like at all that other people could fuck with. So
Yeah.
I'm still just trying to, like, I try not to say too much about my own music or whatever, but that was just one record that I feel like
I hear that a lot from artists though too.
Yeah.
Like there'll be songs that be the biggest records in the world or whatever, and
Yeah.
they be like, yo, I really don't even like that joint. I like something like on the B side of my project
Right,
or whatever it is
Yeah.
that I really put like some
Yeah.
thought into, heart into. But like the record that's like they know was made for hits, the one that's going.
Yeah, 100%. Because the B-side record really be you. That be like what's going on for real in your mind and your heart and all that type shit. The reason why with Henny Dance though was dope is because it was a whole thing around it. Like we had Henny Day. You know, Henny Day is like a fucking huge party that we throw in Jersey. You know what I mean? With my Goodfellas team. You feel me? My brothers and shit. And it's just like, it's just big. You know what I mean? So that's why Henny Dance was cool. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, tell me about Goodfellas. Like, what is that?
Goodfellas is Goodfellas and Company is basically it's an LLC, so it's an actual business. We basically throw events. We not only throw events, we also have artists like myself, DJ One Up. We got Anthony Johns, he a professional boxer. We got videographers, Motion Flixture, Flex Films, Wave Studios. We have like marketing guys that like do a lot of the marketing. We got a lot of promoters and shit, and it's just really like 15 of us. We even got like an LLC under Goodfellas for security and shit. So it's like a whole collective of niggas that are like brothers, you know. And basically we just started out with throwing events. First one was Henny Day, and then we threw Summer Madness and March Madness and spooky season. We just throw a whole bunch of different events and shit just to like, you know, get our names out there. And it was, you know, to help out with the music. It was to help out with the DJing, with the boxing and all that. So and to get some bread. You feel me?
Of course, you got to.
You know what I mean? And but just a group of super cool dudes that just like trying to get money. You know? That's it. But yeah, word.
So tell me about your latest project you just dropped. We've been chopping up the DMs a few times about like some of the records you dropped, things of that nature. Tell me about this project and like what it meant to you and kind of how it's been received by the public, that type of thing.
Yeah, this project meant a lot. It means a lot because it's like the project after my daughter actually came. Although the project wasn't based all around her, it was driven by her because I'd be recording late at night and she would be in the bed crying in her room and shit like that. And I'm just like trying to be quiet, still trying to rap all at the same time and shit. And so that's how this process was. It was a lot of because I didn't even have no speakers in my studio during this time. So everything that I recorded was straight through headphones, mixed and mastered straight through headphones and shit like that, because I was just always trying to keep it quiet. You know? Most of it was recorded at night. I think a couple songs was recorded in the daytime. Like Charles Darwin was the daytime because I was actually able to put a little more energy. So was No Jacking and shit. But I found ways to like, you know, change the levels and all that shit. But as far as the depth of the project, it was just life, bro. I'm like a life ass rapper.
Yeah,
you know
you're a storyteller, bro. You can tell a story.
Yeah, like that's just thank you, bro. That's just the type of person I am. Super like introspective, and also things that I see outside of myself as well that other people go through and things like that. So yeah, that's just it's just like a glimpse of, I guess, what life is now, how I look at things now and shit like that as I've grown, you know. But
how was your transition into fatherhood? Like from like you talked about your process a little bit. Like How was it like musically being an artist, just like your day to day, that type of thing, and just like how you had to maneuver in general?
Yeah, I mean, shit, I thought it was over. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought it was over. Word up. Once I had my daughter, I'm like, damn, it's clip. Cause I ain't getting no sleep. Wife ain't getting no sleep. Like it's just like, damn, like I don't know how I'm gonna be able to find a new way to move. You know what I mean? But after a while, for all the fathers out there, like after a while, you start to find a routine where you could like be able to balance certain things out. Like it's always gonna be about the kids,
Right.
but at the same time, you will find a way to find time to do the things that you want to do, depending on I guess who your partner is on some shit, you know. But yeah, bro. It was. I did feel like it was over for a little bit, but that was another thing, I guess, to go back to that confidence or whatever that made me like, man, I love music too much, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. You know what I mean? Even if it take however many years it take, I'm gonna just keep doing it just cause I love the craft. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, and I feel like I can be able to, you know, drop some gems on my daughter when she get older if she want to get in any type of art and all that type shit.
Did the support system help a lot? Like I know you talked about having a good partner, like even just your family around you, that type of thing.
Yeah, nah, 100%. Like, you know, my mom Dukes, she'll take my daughter sometimes, you know, when it's needed. Yeah, and my support system is my Dukes and you know my lady on some shit, and I feel like with music, cause she's been with me for mad years through my career of music, and she a lot of the reason why I'm here to be able to do certain things is because of my girl, you know. But yeah, bro, it's definitely, I think, you know, that's my support system right there.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So is my daughter, my mom's, shit like that, my little sister, just telling me, yo, just keep doing it. You know what I mean? No matter what, you know. But yeah.
So who are some of the artists that you listen to like outside yourself, that maybe like be your peers or people that you want to collab with, that type of thing?
Man, I listen to niggas, bro. I listen to Jersey heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously Joe College.
Yeah.
I listen to Joe. I listen to Lay's Cartel. I listen to White Boy. I feel like White Boy is ridiculous.
You gotta send me some records.
Bro, White Boy, yeah, I got you. And he has a lot of freestyles too on IG. I don't think a lot of people could I don't really know nobody that could outbar that nigga White Boy. Crazy. Crutch Calhoun, I listen to. He got every project that he dropped is fire. Prince Hill, HD Picasso, he's from Central Jersey. You ever heard of HD?
I heard HD Picasso.
Yeah. From Central Asbury Park, I believe. It's a lot of people, bro. If you're talking about, you know, Jersey artists that I'm listening. Oh, Flea fire too. I don't know if you.
I haven't heard of him.
Flea.
Some of the artists I haven't heard of.
Oh yeah,
honest,
Flea's from Newark. He tough too. My boy Boss Gravy. Yeah,
so you listen to a lot of guys that are like more on the underground. Are they? You consider them underground?
These underground Jersey niggas, I guess. You know, I mean, underground, I guess, to the world, but to me, I listen to these niggas like they not underground.
No, for sure.
Me?
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Word.
I like when I hear artists that I've never like necessarily tapped into, because it's like, yo, there's a whole pocket of people that's really out here doing their thing. They just haven't hit our frequency or got on our radar yet.
Hell yeah.
And like, just think about that. They're in your pocket of Jersey. We down here. It's like, yo, we haven't really tapped in with them like that, but they probably out there doing their thing the same way you're doing your thing.
It's a lot. Even my brother Love Mansui, he's a singer. He's crazy too. Yeah, bro. There's a lot of artists that I listen to, like that's from Jersey. I feel like we got so much talent. The Artist.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know The Artist. The fucking Artist is her name.
The name is The Artist.
Yeah.
Have you heard of The
Yeah.
Artist?
She's dope. She sings. She does R&B, but she could also rap too.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know, but she could also rap.
Yeah.
And Il Nada. Il Nada's crazy. I don't know. You heard of?
I heard of Il Nada.
Stupid. Word up. But yeah, it's so many, and if I'm forgetting anybody, like it's so many artists that I'm tapped into.
Nah, for sure. What do you think like the disconnect is between like North and South Jersey? Because I know you probably hear the North, the South type of thing. Like, what do you think the disconnect is?
I just think North Jersey ain't really know too much because we so worried about what's going on up top, like Essex County and shit. Like we just so worried about what's going on up here because it's a lot of motion. It's, you know, and we thinking that that's the only shit that got motion. Growing up, we thinking down South Jersey is like horses and shit.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean? Yeah, we hear that a lot.
You know, like horses and cows and just like farmland.
Yeah.
But The only reason why I know that it's different is because of college.
Yeah.
Like linking up with college and quicking them. It's like, you know, them niggas would tell me and explain to me, like, yo, bro, like, it's motion down here too, you know, in Central Jersey. So now South Jersey, I'm not too sure about. I mean, I know Camden and shit, right? That's South.
That's South Jersey, right across the bridge.
Oh, all right. Yeah. But yeah, like now that I know, because I know people from those areas, I'm like I don't have the same mentality now that I did when I was young on some shit. Cause I ain't never come down.
Yeah, for sure.
Down here.
Likewise, like when we was young, we didn't go up there like that. So it's like it's a whole different world.
So to y'all, it's probably like, man, shit like New York or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. That's how we looked at it for sure. And then I heard only thing I knew about Newark, like growing up like that, is like Jersey Drive, like that type of stuff. Like you see it on the movies, that type of thing. But then like as you get older, you starting to be kind of navigating our careers and stuff, and you're up there more frequently. It's like, all right, yo, you see what it's about, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Or you got friends that go to college, that type of stuff. So you find yourself up there in those areas.
And it's crazy because I feel like New York think North Jersey try to be like them. Philly think South Jersey try to be like them. 100%. So it's like we North and South Jersey talk shit about each other.
And they over there.
And these niggas like, man.
It's like, what they talking about? They nothing. But I feel like a lot, like you talking about like platforms and like artists and things of that nature, like within Jersey, I feel like if we did more stuff together, like I feel like there'd be that like pocket of like you talking about labels and platforms. They'd be able to get more emotion in that sense.
Yeah,
I feel like, but I don't know.
100%. Maybe I don't know. It's possible. I mean, I've keep it funky with you. I'm sure we've all heard that same thing. Jersey need to get together shit. For years,
but it'll never happen.
Yeah, I just feel like.
What do you think it is? Like, you think it's like an ego thing? Do you think it's like a?
I don't think I don't know because I don't really pay attention to it because I feel like for instance, I'm sure you have people that support you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so you can't really say. So it's hard for you to say, yo, Jersey don't support Jersey because niggas supporting me.
Right. Right.
So it's hard to say. It's hard to say that because I don't feel that. So it's like when I do hear it, I kind of ignore it and feel like, yo, it comes down to having, even if you don't have all the confidence in the world, you can have enough confidence to the point where it's like, yo, no matter what, if this person gets somewhere, I'm not gonna hate. I'm just gonna clap and then keep trying to go hard myself to the point where it's like I don't really need nobody else, bro. Like I said, we come from doing it yourself. DIY. I don't have to go to a recording studio to get my song recorded because I could just do it at home. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to do this shit on my own, no matter what. Because at the end of the day, shit come down to being a man or just being a person in general. You got yourself at the end of the day. You got to hustle, go hard on your own. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you keep going at it and shit, then you're going to get that support from other Jersey artists or other Jersey executive, whatever platforms and shit. You're going to get that because you showing and telling, you know what I mean, yourself on some shit. So I just feel like you just got to, don't look left, right, up or down. You just got to look straight, focus on yourself type shit.
Facts. And let's take it off music for a second. In Newark, you got Shakur Stevens, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about him as a boxer? Do you think do you think people give him the credit he deserves? Like,
you
think so?
Wait, like, don't give him the credit.
Like
he
in
deserves?
boxing, like, so we're talking about boxing. I want to know from somebody that's up there because, like,
I feel like, I feel like he's great.
You
know what I mean? So I don't. What's the credit that he does get? I'm not sure.
In terms of just like he's not getting like the title fights he deserves, that type of thing. Like in terms of like the boxing realm, I was just curious to see if you like tapped in. Like
I'm not. Only person I'm tapped in is really Anthony Johns.
Okay.
My brother, but as far like I don't know the politics side of Shakur, but I know that he's fucking a beast. You know what I mean? I think he's a problem, and I feel like he could be, number one up there with all the other boxers on some shit. I feel like he deserve it. I don't know. So, in my eyes, is he getting the credit he deserves? Yeah, because in my eyes, the nigga's great and doing big things. You feel me? But I don't know like what I guess the media is saying.
Nah, for sure. For sure. But I'm just curious. Outside of music, what else are you into? Outside of, I know you said you do the management stuff. You do like parties, events, things of that nature. You talked about like fashion a little bit. Like, what is Marcus Ariah into out when he's not in the studio, not with his family, that type of thing?
Hey man, it's just family and getting money.
Yeah. Okay, I respect it.
That's it.
I respect it.
Yeah.
What can we expect from you next? Like, you just dropped a project. Did you say you did a show recently?
I did a interview with podcast.
In a podcast.
Yeah,
So what can we expect? Can we expect like shows from you? Can we expect any merch drops? Another project coming? Like what can we expect from you next?
All right, I say more so new music on some shit because I haven't done like every other time that I drop music, it'll be like a project a year type shit. Now I'm trying to be on some like just dropping music because I ain't tried it that way before. Like just keep dropping shit, you know, whether it be projects or singles and shit like that. But probably some shows, couple interviews and shit. I'm not really like an interview guy. I ain't gonna lie. I just gotta work on my shit. I feel like because
think you guys get more reps in or what?
Maybe I just I don't know, man. I feel like with this the music shit and social media and all that, people feel like they a little closer to you than they actually are.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like a private person on some shit, so I just be like, damn, like coming to fuck with y'all is different because like I could read your energy. Like you're a good person, y'all. You know you got good people around on some shit, and you're not like I don't know. Like in the last interview I did, I know the guys that you know what I mean. So it's just I don't know. Interviews, but you know, some interviews hop on. My brothers, actually Goodfellas, they got a podcast too.
Okay.
As well. Goodfellas.
What y'all talk about on there?
Man, they just be gelling. They talk about everything. Word up. They talk about current events and shit. They talk about I guess new movies that come out. They not like one of those, you know, the podders that's just like that hate women and shit. You know what I mean? They ain't that type of shit. You know what I mean? They not
repetitive
on that
bullshit that people be talking about for clicks and all that shit.
Right. Yeah. They not on that type of time. They talk about a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I just think the regular shit is just gonna start coming more for me. Just making more music and shit, trying different things, shooting more videos. And all that type shit.
With your videos and stuff, are you like do you do the creative mind? There's like your partners help you, that type of thing, or what?
I'm not gonna say that I'm the only person that is the creative mind. I do a lot of the directing and shit.
Okay.
But I do also get ideas in like big parts from my girl, from my brother Byron, from Motion and Flex. Like the four of them is kind of like Marcus Ariah is not just me. It's really like my whole team on some shit, you know. So the only thing that I do, like they'll shoot the videos. I'll come up with ideas for sure.
Right.
But I'm the one editing the videos myself on some shit. And yeah, so yeah. But we be coming up with locations and shit. Like I'll come up with ideas. I'll send it to them, see what they think or whatever. And, you know, we can knock it out. Or sometimes I already have an idea, cop shit, so that they don't got no choice but, like, nigga, this what we doing. Shit, you feel me? But, yeah, word, bro. Yeah, I like doing videos, though. I like visuals and shit like that, for sure.
Yeah, I can tell y'all put the time into it.
Yeah,
it's a high quality, all that stuff.
Word.
So that's good.
Thank you,
but that's all I got for today's episode, man. Before we check out, tell everybody where they can find you at.
Yeah.
All the socials, that type of thing.
Yeah, word. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and all that shit, all under Marcus Ariah, MarcusAriah. Yeah, every platform that there is out there, that's what I'm under, type shit.
And tell me your latest project too, so they can go stream that.
Yeah, word. My latest project is God's Will. You can stream that on Spotify, Apple Music. You can copy it on iTunes, whatever you got, Napster, JPay, all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's on everything. Word.
Definitely. Appreciate you stopping by the show today.
Yeah, word.
That's it for this episode of the Faces of the Future podcast. Make sure you stream us on NBT Media. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Anything you need, NBT Media on all social platforms. Once again, we got Marcus Ariah in the building for this episode. Sure. It's your boy Mills. I'm out of here. Peace.